I was told in my message changed to follow what I was told to do. So the first thing I want to do is say, Pastor Bette, we would like to honor you today and thank you for all the many sacrifices you gave for all of us. We may not say it, we may not show it, and not all the time, but we love you and we appreciate you. And we thank all of your children for sharing her with us. So the Holy Spirit gave me a letter to read to all the moms. But first I wanted to speak as a daughter. I personally feel God gave me the best mommy ever, and I'm thankful for her every day of my life. She has always put me and my needs first. She has sacrificed so much for me, lacking for herself when it was needed to supply for me, putting her needs and wants last to meet the wants and needs in me. Now I know there are many times that she may have felt she fell short, made a wrong call, or missed what God wanted her to teach me in a lesson. But God knew that that mistake would happen, and He made that mistake work for His purpose. He made it be turned around and teach me something so that I could bring it back to His kingdom and help someone else. I know for many of you, you feel the same way about your mom. So I say to all mothers, from your sons and daughters, to our mother, we love you. We are so thankful for you and the wisdom you have taught us. The love you have shown us, the love that you show us how to love our children. It shows us how to love our children, natural and spiritual, and we thank you. For the sacrifices you have made, we thank you. For those sacrifices taught us how to sacrifice for our own children. It taught us to give to others, and we thank you for the joy you brought us. With that first big heartbreak, or when we came home sad and broken from being a victim of bullying or pranks at school, for the peace you gave us. Only the peace that you could have gotten from Christ. The peace that told us it's okay, that we can find peace in the midst of any storm. You taught us that we can look to you always and that we can count on you always. We know that it was you. We know that it was you, but this love, this giving, this sacrifice, and this wisdom, it can only be given from someone who truly knows Christ, because all of these things are Christ. We honor all mothers today. We actually honor you every day, but sometimes we get so busy and we don't always show this. We honor you, for in honoring you, we honor our Father. When we look at you, we see Christ, because Christ is love, wisdom, sacrifice, giving, joy, and peace. For any child that did not have this with their natural mother, you were not forgotten. Jesus was and is this for you. And He probably sent you an angel to be this earthly person for you. You are blessed. And to our spiritual mothers, you have lifted us up in prayer, been that ear to listen, that voice to guide, that person to nurture, build up, teach us things that our mothers could not or did not teach us. And sometimes it wasn't that they didn't teach us, we just didn't hear it. So we needed you to tell us again. So, to the mothers, I speak to you as a mother now. To mothers, we fall short sometimes. Sometimes it's a lot, but God gives us grace. Do not continue to beat yourself up because you raised your voice yesterday or this morning. You said the wrong thing, you made the wrong choice. You could not buy that one thing that your child so desperately wanted. It's okay. God makes a way and know that He loves you and He believes in you. And even when you don't believe in yourself, He loves you and believes in you so much that He gave you your child. He gave you a once dependent, always precious life to train up in the way they should go. He gave you one, for some of us many, of His precious children to oversee, to rear, to pour into. So do not take your position lightly, but also know that God does not give us anything we cannot handle. So He knows you will be able to do this task. I leave you with this. Proverbs 31:10, 25 through 30. Who can find a virtuous woman? She is far more precious than jewels. Strength and honor are her clothing. She can laugh and rejoice at the time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom and loving instruction. The law of kindness is on her tongue. She watches over the activities of her household and is never idle. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also praises her. Many women are capable, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord will be praised. Happy Mother's Day.